FM. From all over the world, local, regional, national and international, Kdr FM brings you all the stories. Kdr FM News, proudly sponsored by MTN.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. But baby, how come you never call me? But now with MTN, I have a daily voice bundle. I'll call you every day. Yeah, yo, baby, don't know. MTN voice bundle. Yeah, yo, baby, don't know. MTN voice bundle. Yeah, yo, baby, don't know. MTN voice bundle neza bei dondoro okutera network zona tungada chika 25 arishirinjira 10 zonka nyigasta emwe not star ibiri emwe hash otoraneho daily bundle ninga kozesa my MTN app ogambe aha bei dondoro aha kuba kuturi kugamba hamwe twine kizibira MTN enkora n'ubushoshoreche nibikuratirwa MTN nerebe rushitongore cha Uganda Communications Commission.
Abantu nyana bakibale kagadi kakumiro na handi hona mutabaruke habwo kuba yansika arguza egabude obone baletera mibazi yona eyabusireyira ikaranogya Kampala manya Kenya manya Dubai no gitoza hati nurekeraho genda bugenda mu batyasika arguza yone mibaze roho okukebera omubiri gwono kamanya na kyorwaire byona byabusa iwo kwenda kukebera computer kwigule ebinywa kandi inyo bakasitoma babo abakuru inyo bakubahereza special care bakusubuza green tea habeya yo musubuzi okuterwa mutwe kuterwa mutima ekiriroliro mu mubiri kuruma no kuzimba ebigeri ulcers hanija sukari pressure kusanyarara omusujja ogutakira kurumwa mugongo kuruma munda amani geksaija nage kazi toine iwo karwara amaino habo kwani obo kaba kuletera mbazi gwa amaino ogubakweta high quality toothpaste bakusemereza buhereza high hinaiwe buli kya baraza babaho nyamarunda town council hasanyuka bar and lodge kandi kuruga kya kabiri kya kasatu kya kana kya katano kya mukaga hamuna kya sande baba karuguza ha office zabwe enkuru ha muhanda gwa kikada waruga ha stand big bank hakona house ne kyapa kibahoja kwa no kirora genda bugenda nakasenti ko gule mibazi niko bakwijanja bokire abo kumanya bikiraho baza nabo ha 07 mukaga 13 04 00 na 07 kenda na 5 10 23 yanshi together we share.
For how Chinese bantu baingi muno ohulira kyansimba hano nkwata hamugongo ekifuba kikuremera oburumi munyingo mu baitu hati wekwata ba for how Chinese bano ni bayijanja banokira kimo ebirwaire no biraga nenkoro yawe yekikugu baine byoma ebya meridian therapy nibikonyera okwigula binywa kutereza emigongo alinywa bakusasa nibakumara mu busase bona bwino munyingo hati nywa bakuzimbe bigere mugende mubayikire nibakora handwereza maiso nibajanja basukali harusazi okwetaga kusara size okendeza omunyeto gwine oyinekizibu kyo kusanyarara hamuna inywa bateirwe stroke niba batereza ni mugaruka okurungi muno aba for how Chinese hano mukaruguza basange amuhanda gwa kizizi ogugenda ha vision hakiomba ko kiyakona house hayi ichundiro lya magiteri yaka opposite Millennium Guest House rundi baterera namba ze simu 0 kinana na mnana msanju na msanju asatu na mnana na 0 mwenda nkaga na ibiri kinana na isatu anna nemu for how Chinese hamuno bujanja byo burungi.
Esaha zikire msanje zeihangwe ohulirize Kdr 10 fama akaire kanu nikakuleterwa
MTN voice bundles ezikutera network zona habei dondoro migasita 10 ibiri mu hash rundo yekonyeza my MTN app okome mu daily bundle habo kuba butukubaza itwena titukwemerezebwa. MTN Uganda Limited nerolerwa Uganda Communications Commission.
A very good afternoon. It is exactly 1 p.m. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I welcome you to this broadcast of Kdr News. Now the detail. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has reassured tenants that the government will always protect them against land grabbers. President Museveni made the remarks yesterday while launching the Kalule Community Playground and commissioning the Kaguta block at Excel Vocational Training Center in Kalule Parish, Nyimbwa, Sub-County, Luwero District. He assures Luwero residents that no one is allowed to evict them from their land, even if they have land titles. President Museveni says that land issues are common because people refused to take the NRM advice on landlords and tenants. He notes that the historical mistake was made by the colonialists who were awarding people land even when the land had its initial inhabitants. The president explains that if the people use the NRM structures like the LSC system which the government put in place to protect people's interests, then the land issue will be dealt with accordingly. He asserts that Ugandans have the power in their hands to choose leaders who will fight and defend their interests. On the other hand, the president congratulated founder of Excel Vocational Training Center, Haj Mwanje Safik, for his contribution towards the education sector in the country. The Minister of State for Higher Education, John Chrysostom Muyingo, thanked the president for his visionary leadership that has led to the development in Luwero. Away from that, the Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, His Grace Stephen Kazimba Mugalu, has called on the government to immediately release the youth arrested for protesting against corruption in the country. Presiding over the consecration of the new Bishop of On Kdr Diocese yesterday, Right Reverend Canon Jacob Atireho at St. Peter's Cathedral Duhaga in Hoima City, Kazimba noted that some of the arrested youth are still detained. He appeals to the government to consider their concerns and engage in dialogue with them.
I call upon the government to appreciate dialogue when it comes to other players who would like to join the fight. Some younger people who were arrested recently, I pray that they should be released and be helped to follow the right procedure. Prisons are suffocating with the people whose cases should have been cleared long time ago. Let us work together to keep peace, unity, and development.
Now, moving on, Bunyoro Muslim District Council of Sheikhs has nominated 3 candidates to choose a successor for Bunyoro Muslim District Kadi Sheikh Musa Babanje, who will be retiring in December this year. The candidates are Sheikh Rajab Mugenyi Kimbukutu, Sheikh Dr. Abd Karim Kusemerera, and Sheikh Swaibu Ntegeka. The candidates were later approved by the Bunyoro Muslim District Executive Committee chaired by Haj Abdu Kainja and assisted by Uganda Muslim Supreme Council Electoral Commission Chairman Haj Abdurakari Were at the Muslim District Headquarters in Hoima at Buikia Hill. According to the press release from Bunyoro Muslim District, the names of the nominees have been forwarded to the Mufti of Uganda, Sheikh Shaban Ramadan Mubaji, for appointment in consultation with the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council National Council of Sheikhs. Now, the Ministry of Education and Sports is set to recruit 6,000 additional secondary school teachers for seed schools across Uganda starting in this financial year. According to the ministry's spokesperson Dennis Mugimba, the recruitment will focus on both science and arts teachers to cover compulsory subjects and common elective courses typically chosen by students after senior 2 at O-level. However, Mugimba notes that it will be not possible to recruit at all the 6,000 teachers at once due to limited resources, saying that the current financial year, about 2,075 teachers will be recruited with additional hires planned for subsequent years. As part of the government's educational expansion efforts, 117 new schools will be established under the second phase of the Uganda Intergovernment Fiscal Transfers program, starting with 83 schools this financial year. Each school will have 31 staff members with the deployment based on the compulsory subjects outlined in the lower secondary curriculum. Additionally, the government plans to build 46 secondary schools this financial year to expand access to education. This government's goal is to establish seed schools in every sub-county, town council, or city division that currently lacks a public school. Regarding the recruitment process, Mugimba emphasizes that vacancies will be advertised, encouraging eligible candidates to apply when the time comes. Mugimba further mentions that the ministry is aware of the ghost teachers and plans to implement manpower audits in the teaching workforce.
You are still listening to KDR News Broadcast. This is the news on the international scene.
For the news on the international scene, Democratic Republic of Congo. The Minister of Justice of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Constant Mutamba, has announced the release of nearly 527 prisoners from the central prison of Makala in Kinshasa. During the Saturday event, Mutamba also delivered 2,000 mattresses to the inmates out of the total 7,000 ordered, aiming to improve their detention conditions. He reminded the public that he had promised to improve the detention conditions of prisoners in line with the instructions from the head of state. The minister also announced the construction of a new prison in Makulu on a site he had recently visited. In July, the Congo's government had stated that at least 7,000 inmates were to be granted conditional release from the Makala Central Prison in a bid to ease overcrowding at the facility. Dear listener, it is 8 minutes past 1 p.m. As I wind up the newscast this afternoon, a quick look at the top stories once more. Government will protect tenants against land grabbers, says President Museveni. Archbishop Kazimba demands release of youth arrested for protesting against corruption. 3 nominated for Bunyoro Muslim District Kadi race, and Democratic Republic of Congo's government releases 527 prisoners, citing overcrowding. That's it. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I wish you the best of your Monday, and please, happy week.
From all over the world, local, regional, national, and international, Kdr FM brings you all the stories. Kdr FM News, world's proudly sponsored by MTN.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy.